All right, good afternoon and welcome back to our channel. Today is the 24th of January 2025. We thank the Lord for life and we pray that all our expectations will come to pass. And we are trusting God also for that which He has for us before the end of the month and this year precisely. There was a message, just like possibly if you could see from your screen, that the country director dropped this morning, who has that's on the WhatsApp, and I guess maybe from his status or something. And what it says there, as you could read, is start making room for what you prayed for, because it is coming. Start making room for what you prayed for because it's coming. Now, that statement, if we have to take it up and possibly link it with our expectations, you'll understand that it stems a lot of responses from a powerful expression of faith, expression of preparation, and also expectations. And this statement also serves as both a prophetic declaration and a call to action for beneficiaries of the long anticipated UAG Sanctuary Wealth Grant disbursement. So we know that the disbursement is well anticipated, and this statement cannot just be swept under the carpet. We could attach some level of importance and significance to it, especially for those who are in optimum expectation for that. For those who are not in expectation, actually they could just sweep it off, but we are in expectation, and that drop of message is like an ocean of meaning. Start making room for what you prayed for because it is coming. It definitely underscores the importance of aligning your mindset and actions with the belief system that the fulfillment of the grant is really imminent. It's just at the door. We've been crying, at different times for the country director's broadcast, and let's hope that this drop of words with an ocean of meaning is actually heading to something. And we know that there is faith in fulfillment. That particular phrase, if we have to pieces it down into different halves, it reflects some confidence that the disbursement is no longer a matter of if, but when. And that when is when we are expecting to hear when the disbursement is going to happen. That should reassure every recipient that their prayers and hopes are being answered. And it's also emphasizing that the grant is not delayed indefinitely as it appears to be, but it's on the horizon. Yes, it's not delayed indefinitely as some people count delay precisely. So we could also see that that preparation is an act of faith. It's a directive to start making room for what is coming for us. It implies precisely that the beneficiary should begin to prepare practically and also mentally for the blessings that they have been waiting for. It might have to mean that you should begin to set clear goals for yourself on how the grant would be used, how you're going to use the grant. You're planning for the impact of the grant in your life, or even restructuring some personal or organizational systems to accommodate the incoming resources from the organ of UAG disbursement. So precisely, it's a world of information that you have to just harvest your own as it suits your fancy. And I want to believe also that a shift in mindset can begin to happen based on that statement. The statement encourages a transition from a state of waiting to a state of readiness. It will move recipient right now from passivity into anticipation of active engagement, and that will definitely foster your sense of urgency to prepare for what lies ahead of you. I'm positive about that. I'm so positive. I'm optimistic that that statement is not just being said to be dropped just like that at a time like this, when people are in expectation and every fiber of hair on their body is alive, is alive. So I wouldn't want to just believe that he dropped that statement to suit his fancy, or just to browse us up or something. But it's a leeway towards something. So it's a way to make room and prepare your house for what is coming. For those who have grown so weary due to the long time of delays, this message should serve to you as a hope. Beg your pardon, should serve to you as a hope and a reminder also that persistency in prayers and faith can never be in vain. It can never be in vain. It should reignite a sense of purpose and expectation in your life as a person, as a father, as a mother, as parents, and as guardians. It should foster a measure of hope and rejuvenation in your life. Also, when we talk about the financial planning implication of this, is a way to ensure that you plan towards what is coming financially. You can start to outline how they will allocate and manage the funds. You precisely, both you, your family members, and everyone that is leaning on you, try as much as possible to see how you can start to outline how you allocate and manage the funds within your jurisdiction, and also prepare to handle some increased responsibilities or expanded opportunities when they come. So reflect on the responsibility that comes with receiving such a blessing, because it's going to be massive, definitely. So you should try as much as possible to ensure that you utilize the fund effectively. Why do we preach this oftentimes? It is because we don't prepare for battle when it comes. We prepare for battles before it ever appears. We don't prepare for opportunities when it comes. We prepare for opportunities before it comes. You understand what I'm saying? Before it comes. So when this fund lands, if you don't prepare for it before it lands, by the time it lands, you will spend it lavishly. You will squander it. Why? Because opportunity did not meet preparation. So, but it's important and so valid that you prepare, know what you want to use the fund for before it arrives. Have it at the back of your mind that these are the projects, the investment you are launching into just before it comes. You will remember this time, you will remember this message by the time the fund finally lands, that, oh, they said it, and you've prepared for it, and that's why it worked for you. So ensure to prepare, have the mindset that what God promised is going to bring it to pass, and is going to use somebody for you to bring this to pass. So we are still in expectation largely for that. So, on the closing thoughts concerning this statement, the statement is actually challenging. I want to believe it's challenging every recipient to not only hold on to the faith, but to act as though the promise has already been fulfilled. And by making room, you are demonstrating your readiness to embrace and steward the blessing with gratitude and also diligence. I want to believe that with this mindset in sight, you will not lose out of this promise. It's going to be a massive demonstration of the grace of God and the fulfillment of His promises. So, in one word, if we are to quote that again, it says, start making room for what you prayed for, because it is coming. You could see there is the country director, his name that is there. He was the one that sent this message. And believe for what is coming would be yours, and it's going to be massive. Thank you. This is Prince CC channel. In case you don't know, maybe you just jammed this video for the first time. We're a channel of hope, of good news, of love, of expectations, and we talked about grant, we talked about cryptocurrencies, other financial stuff that could also earn you some destiny fulfillment. So if you are new to this channel, kindly hit the bell right now to notify you while after you have subscribed to the channel. It's going to help you in a great deal to keep up with the updates that we keep up onwardly on this channel. Thank you once again, and I wish you a very nice day ahead of you. God bless you. All right, and before we finally go, we want to take this from Elder Shola Josiah, also known as Mr. Shalom. It's a gentle reminder, and he says that we just want to remind some people that they shall reap what they sow. Some people do forget this fact when they are doing evil against the Nigerian masses, thinking that they are working against Apostle Professor Ken Wakama. Can you fight grace? A man of God was preaching this week, and he said a grain of corn can feed a family. That is after it has entered the ground and come out yielding multiple grains of corn. That is the law of sowing and reaping. When we say you shall reap what you sow, we don't mean the exact evil you did, but the resultant effect of what you did after it has been processed by the heavens. They hand over to you the produce from your farm. Prayer, fasting, charm, juju, deity, sacrifices, etc. cannot prevent you from reaping what you sowed. You shall reap what you sow. I shall reap what I sow. This is just a gentle reminder to us all this morning. Remember the law of sowing and reaping. You shall reap what you sow. That comes from Elder Shola Josiah, and I think it's true. That statement that says you will reap what you sow, it doesn't mean that you're going to reap exactly what you sow. It's not possible. Most times, if you put a corn inside a soil, you don't come out to harvest one singular corn that you planted. You see, the soil is an incubator that multiplies what you put in there. You understand? So life is just like that soil, that whatever you sow in life, you reap it in bountiful harvest. So let us try as much as possible to do what is right. Sow good character. Sow the right kind of mindset. Sow the right kind of seeds. And you can't be in the harvest anytime you eat your seed. The seed is the viable deal that you put in the ground. And once it enters the ground, it comes out better than it went there. That is why there is a difference between bearing and planting. The Bible says that those that be planted in the house of our God, they shall flourish in the courts of our God. You see, so those that be planted, when you bury something, you get rid of it. But when you plant something, you put in there to come out better than it is planted. So I want to see you planted this year so that you can reap the abundance of good news and good favor, goodnesses and mercies. Those that be planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish in the courts of our God. It is a prophecy. So ensure that you plant good seed this year, because they are coming back better than you plant them. Let me drop them for us. And I pray that it's well with us. It's going to be well with every one of us. 2025 is going to be a defining year of success and fulfillment. I'm going to see you shortly, right about there. Have a nice day ahead.